the ball?
Well, it looked a bit too pacey in any way, but I think it might have straightened up the angle, but he's overrun it. And if he's on that red in the middle of the pack, as we look at Hawkeye's position, if he's on that red in the middle of the pack, you'd expect him to at least make 40 or more there and possibly close out the match. And as you said, Willie, just fractions. And of course, when he potted that blue into the yellow pocket and he came down for the initial red to get on, had he been a little bit straighter, you know, same rule would have applied. He could have closed out the match from that position. But it's fantastic response from Neil Robertson. The first red, very impressive. He played it, he fully committed to it, lots of bottom on the ball, dragged it in and held for the black, and that set it right up. Now have a look at this. He could have played this with topspin, gone back up and sort of taken an easier option, but fully committed to the black and made a wonderful century break from it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, do you think this packed
Frame
cruise will
32.
get up? What a final frame. You betcha. But Mark Selby and his legion of supporters who have just travelled 70 miles up the motorway would love it to be over here. Incredible session this has been, it really has.
I'm just looking down the line of this shot. I'm just wondering, will he take it on or just play the contained safety shot? Probably just wasn't straight enough to have a go at it.
Now then, has the brown come to his rescue? It certainly looks like it has. If it hadn't, he'd be taking this pot on with the yellow and blue being there. Now Mark can be a very, very aggressive safety player as well. I don't know whether he can see enough of this red to play the red into the pink and screw the white back, because it's not easy to get back into balk.
Maybe you have an angle to screw it into the blue.
Yeah, that's a thought, isn't it? I mean, you can't quite see enough of it, but you can certainly see enough of it to screw into the blue. That's what he's playing, Ken, I think. It's got down with bottom on. Let's have a look again. It's too risky just to play the thin cuts and leaving the white at this end of the table, because the red above the black will clip in. I think he might have to play your choice, Ken, do you think?
I think he has enough. He has enough of the ball to just screw into the blue. The only problem is, should the blue go down into the pack of reds, it may knock a red over either corner pocket, and that's probably what he's a little bit scared of.
And he won't have much idea where the red's going to end up as well if he does play into the blue. Can't quite tell from that picture whether he's playing into the blue or thin one. Into the blue, Ken's choice, and boy, has he hit that absolutely perfect.
Yeah, good shot. Would have loved to have got the cue ball tighter to this ball cushion. I think this is a little bit too risky to have a go at.
Well, if he stunts it in powerfully and comes around the back of the black for the black in the left-hand corner, he could get away with it if he plays the shot to nothing, but he's looking at the pack of reds, so it doesn't appear to fancy the long pot at all. I mean, normally the shot would be to just stun off one cushion for the black in the same pocket as he's playing the red in, but that would be too dangerous. Well, he's playing the pot, I think. Yeah, he's played to come round the back of the black. You see, in that side of the table, there's not a lot on. But where he's finished, this may be a tempter to cut this red in, the one just above the black. I don't know whether you can see enough of it. Obviously not. And there's a few murmurs from the crowd there, because you know when Robertson's facing with a long pot he would normally take it on, but he can't this time. Can't get past the blue, and he'll be kissing into the red should he pot it, so he'll be playing a safety shot here. Those three balls are lined up, Ken, at the back of the pack. Will he push one over the corner here? Well, he played it super fine, so he didn't. Excellent safety shot, well played.
Yeah, pretty good. Again, same scenario for Mark Selby. You'll be coming down to have a look to see any of these reds going to go over the left-hand corner pocket.
Thank you.
Well, it's pretty good, all right. And that little flick on the brown helped as well, because it covered the red down the right-hand side of the table.
Is there an edge of the pack in either side? You can hit them extremely thin on the left-hand side of the pink, but the red that's tight on the cushion, that might come into play. Coming up to a minute very shortly on this shot, and this is a tough safety shot to play. The red on the cushion is going to miss that. Oh dear. Well, at first glance, it's not an easy opener. But that's unusual to see a poor safety shot. Mark Selby just looked to his friends and family in one of the balconies to say, well, I'm a little bit lucky not to have an easier pot than this. But it's a lot better playing from here than it would be tight on the top cushion. It was always going to be tough to get through that gap. Going to have to go full-blooded at this, knowing that if you miss it, you're going to leave it on.
Well, you can play it in such a way. The yellow is always over the left centre pocket. And you're playing this with a bit of safety in mind.
Good.
Oh, it certainly wiped his feet. Now, is he on the yellow? Has the green blocked his path?
One.
I think he's okay. Looks just about okay. Brown is potable as well, but
Bramble.
well, he likes the brown. And just watch this red.
Can he get onto the two reds just above the black? If he does, it's a great chance for frame and match. This is if he gets on those reds above the black. He hasn't.
Five.
You can just cut that one in, Ken. I think the top one of the two.
Well, we spoke about fractions, didn't we, in the last frame? Fractionally just on this red. cue ball to slow up.
6.
Well, he's having to work for this break. Again, red left of the black. That will be his target, or even the one just above it.
They're not easy, Ken.
They're not easy, these shots.
When
No.
you're on the baud line.
A little bit of tension in the arm. You can flick a bit of side onto this. It's there. Now, how's the cue ball? How's the cue ball? Needs a nice kiss on the red.
It's still not. It's unbelievable. They're talking about fractions. I don't think you can get through the gap of the black and the red to get onto the black in the same pocket. Oh, Vix, it doesn't get any tighter than this, love. Can he get the gap? He has done. Can he get a bounce just to make the black easy? Still not perfect. Still needs a good shot to get onto the next red comfortably. Now there's only about a quarter of a ball of the red. The red just to the left of those two reds above the black. Now there's just a fraction of room here. He can play it in such a way if he misses the kiss, he's on the red in the middle. But he's only got a quarter ball to hit. Doesn't want to kiss the front two reds. Needs to just drift by those. And he has done. Oh, they would lost the white though, but it's okay. He's one in the middle.
18.
Yeah, he has an angle just to get up. Top side of the blue or the pink is on as well.
19.
Again, a bit short of pace.
Well, he's not even looked at now. Okay, the pink's no problem, but the blue's absolutely perfect to get on the three reds, but decided on the pink.
Oh,
Has he gone high enough? Just about.
25.
the two reds just above the black. They don't pot into the left-hand corner pocket. Maybe going up for possibly yellow here.
Now, does he
26.
have an angle to go into them if nothing pots? I think the bottom red of the two just above the black, the bottom red will pot. And when he gets rid of those two reds, then the red at the edge of the bunch. There's the circle where I'd like to get on that bottom red. Now when he gets rid of those two reds, the red to the right of that group of five, those two reds will be out of the way. That'll pot in the corner, Ken, so
28.
he's got a chance of getting 50 or 60 in front without playing a cannon.
$29.
Just coming around just to have a look to see there's the
36.
red on the extreme right of that bunch of five. Does it pot into the left corner? I don't think it does. So he may need a cannon now.
You would think one of those two groups of two, there's likely to be a plant in the left-hand corner as well. So he will definitely play the angle, Ken, ready to play a cannon. But he may have another look after he's potted this next red and the angle he has on the black to see whether there's a plant on.
$37.
Right, if there's no plant on, he'll play the kiss on the right-hand red. It'll push the red over the middle. And if this works, this could be frame and match.
12 hours match time. Now he's got a nice angle on this black. He hits that red full ball. The red will go towards the middle and open up the other reds. Needs a bounce off that red, but he's still got the red into the left centre. It's just about perfect.
44.
Red into the left centre, not the one over the right centre. That's a bit awkward.
One good positional shot here. Chance of frame and match. Neil Robertson knows now that he's probably 4 shots away from being out of this championship. He has shown some courage in this. Well, both players have. I've got to be honest. I mean, they've both played the part in this, and they deserve a tremendous round of
52.
applause after the match. And this Crucible crowd, I'm sure, have enjoyed it, whatever happens. I don't think I've seen a better match for a long
53.
time, Ken.
Yeah, it's been full of everything. Break goes to 53. .58 points ahead, 75 remaining.
58.
Red colour red will be enough. This has been top quality.
59.
One more red for a place in the Dafabet World Championship final against the defending champion, Ronnie O'Sullivan. This is the red to put Mark Selby in a second final. And it's in, it's in. Fantastic. And hats off to Neil Robertson. He's been a
74.
great champion here and took part in a fantastic match of top quality. He's given it everything.
Well, it's not there.
Mark Selby,
Will he carry on?
74.
Barring snookers. He's just doing a little bit of maths. He's entitled to carry on. It is the last frame, but every credit to Mark Selby. What a fabulous break of 74. Inches away from being in the final. Similar scenario to a few frames ago where it needs 3 reds, 3 blacks and leave the last red on. But you can count on one hand when somebody makes a 74 break and you lose the frame, in this case the match. That's not there, that could be the handshake. It is the handshake. We have witnessed one of the best matches been played at the Crucible for many years. Both players, great friends on and off the table. The crowd give them a standing ovation, and I've got to be honest, thoroughly deserved. What a fantastic match. Congratulations to Mark Selby getting to your second Crucible final. Honestly, I've thoroughly enjoyed that, as is Ken. Mark Selby goes to the final tomorrow against Ronnie O'Sullivan, and he wins the match by 17 frames to 15. What a cracker.